Hey everyone, Kyle with Turpin Landscape. We're out here in Malvern, Pennsylvania at a project we wrapped up in 2023. We wanted to get back, check out about 125 feet of stream and waterfalls, a couple patios, fire pits. This place has got it all. Let's go check it out. So the clients wanted the feeling of walking through and around a meandering stream in their backyard. So the way that we went about tackling this was almost to look at the project and the entire scope of it in different sections and different phases. Right here, we're at what I would call phase one. We have the house and the access to the feature here to my left. As you walk up, you have the choices. Do we walk across the stream? Do we walk around? We can even walk around the backside to gain access to the next phase. So in this opening section of what we considered phase one, we wanted a nice split stream, kind of this island area that you're crossing into and then walking out of. We have our basin here to the left. So this is really, as you approach the feature, you're catching these waterfalls down here, and then you're walking right through and moving your way up into the upper patio area. Let's go check that out. So now we are into the next section of the water feature, what we considered phase two. The main goal for this section is really, this is the entertainment area. When they have friends, family come over, this is a big enough area that everyone can gather. And again, multiple ways to access this section. Whether you're walking around the back end here, or you just cross through the streams where we just were. We have the fire pit area, and then even heading straight towards you, we have stone steppers that lead through the pond. That gives another route to take to give different viewing areas of the entire project. A main goal of the clients was to be able to entertain both friends and family. We needed to give ample space for that. This is just under about 500 square foot of patio, and we have the center focal point being the fireplace. Now, when it came down to the decisions on the look and the feel, we knew we wanted the bluestone patio. It matches up really well to the boulder that we had access to. Then we got creative. The idea actually happened when we were well underway with the project. What would look great is a stacked stone fireplace. Then right in front of me, to match that up, we have the wall of the pond that we match that stacked stone as well. One great thing about this build was the flexibility that the clients gave us. They knew they loved the look and the feel of the fountains, the spillway bowls, the urns. So basically, during the construction process, we didn't have any set areas where we knew we wanted to try to fit something in. It happened more organically. As we built, those opportunities start to reveal themselves. Right here, perfect spot for an urn. Right there, another perfect spot for a spillway bowl. So to have that flexibility as we're building, instead of us trying to force something in to where we could spread things out and really have the project be balanced. In addition to the ample patio space with the chairs, we had an opportunity on this side here for the retaining wall that we purposely built in more rock seating there in the background. Again, a main goal was to have choices as you're moving through this backyard, whether you sit in a more formal chair, find a spot on a rock, different paths to walk around, to have those choices and gain different aspects of the viewing areas, not only of the waterfalls, the running water, but the aquatic plants, the landscape that went into the project. So once we're here in the second section, if we want to keep moving along, again, the choices is what is the most unique aspect of what we have laid out here. On hot summer days like it is now, if I didn't have my pants and boots, I could walk right through the pond, or we're going to walk up and around, and let's go check out the third section. So coming into the third section, what we considered phase three of the construction process, another goal was we wanted to stay close to water, but also distance ourselves and walk through some of the landscape. Right now, this is about a year established. As these landscape specimens start to come in, grow larger, it's going to almost conceal these different areas to really give the sense of those sections that we've been talking about. So as we get into the back end of the third section, up here we have our biofalls. That's what's doing a lot of the heavy filtration for something this sprawling. Like I said, about 125 feet of stream that this is keeping clean and clear. So one thing to consider as we were going through the construction process was, after we're done and complete the maintenance on a system this size, we had the opportunity and really had to make the decision, do we split this up into separate systems? And we came to the conclusion that instead of having multiple different features that operate self-contained, that we were going to connect this entire feature all into one. So from the lower section basin, it's powering what's behind me here, the pond, and there's actually a detached section that we're going to go check out next. So a big goal leading into what we consider the fourth section of the construction process. We wanted the visual that this was detached from the previous sections. Still all being operated from that original basin. A big goal in this area, we really wanted to accomplish a more subtle rolling sound. So to incorporate some of the smaller fountains, to have smaller drops, to have the streams kicking out and more of a rolling sound, to give more of a soothing rather than a crashing sound on the opposite area where we have the entertainment and the patio. So in order to accomplish the detached look of this next section, as the water moves down, we have an underground basin that we are then gravity feeding this water that's running down all the way down about a 70-foot run into the lower basin section. Constructing a more soothing, rolling sound of this stream section leads right down into what the customer considers her Zen patio. And the idea behind the Zen patio is really going to take form in years to come. As these landscape specimens start to fill in, the entire goal behind our landscape crew and what they were trying to accomplish is this whole area will be secluded and hidden. It's something that you are going to have to work through from phase 1 to 2 to 3 to work your way to her Zen area. Again, covering such a large footprint with streams and waterfalls, we still have to look for that balance. So incorporating the fountains is one way that we tied everything together. Another is the retaining wall behind me. It was built and constructed to mimic some of the stacked stonework at the fire pit and the wall in the pond. A goal of ours in the client's backyard was all about balance. So before we showed up and started the water feature construction, they did have an existing pool and patio right outside of the back of the house. Instead of it being split up between pool and natural water feature area, we did construct a small fountain feature just to tie things in. So when they are by the pool and not necessarily enjoying the waterfalls and streams, they still have a natural element that gives a nice balance to the entire backyard. So a big goal of ours coming into a project like this is to blend some of the formal elements, such as the stacked stone or the spillway bowls, into the more natural aspects that we always try to accomplish with the waterfalls and the boulder work. So as you're on the back patio, to have a smaller detached feature, what we consider a teaser, that anybody that may come onto the back patio first, this is the first glimpse of a water feature that they actually do grab. Now, as we're down here in the viewing areas, we can't see a lot of the waterfalls, a lot of the stream, but we can see something is back there. To have that draw, and especially the choices on the routes that you want to take as you meander through everything, is definitely a very unique aspect of this backyard. When we have an opportunity to harvest stumps like this or other driftwood, or even a lot of the boulder came off of this property, it just tends to help blend everything naturally into all the existing landscape that's here. So I definitely look forward to coming back year after year to see how things grow in, how different sections become concealed, to really reach that ultimate goal of having these distinct sections in the client's backyard. So as always, guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.